Can we talk what I think is probably the most important part of this conversation about your GoFundMe?
Absolutely.
And you have been such a a ray of light, a connector, a force within the community of hip hop and media. And this is a way that everybody can give back and help you. So, can you talk to us about your GoFundMe, what it's set up for, why it was set up? I understand you didn't set it up,
No, I did not.
and where people can go if they want to help.
They can go to GoFundMe and look up Dr. Dre. I don't even know the long name of it because, again, I didn't set it up. It was set up by the wife and two gentlemen who've been in my life for a very long time, Mr. Bill Stephanie and Mr. Bill Adler. And I need help. See, you can't be so strong that you can't say you need help. Um, I have to relocate, find a better home to live in at this time because I don't live to the same way I did back in those great days of Yo MTV Raps. And because of my condition and people are worried about me knocking and falling and hurting myself. Not so much just the case, but I need help. I have large doctor bills to pay for, just coming out of rehab and the hospital, and just stuff that gets set back because you don't have the same income you had back then. So I try to find people, for myself personally, I ask for opportunities that I can work to build something. But for the GoFundMe thing, it honestly came out by accident because they were putting it together and there was going to be a big announcement, publicity, and the whole 9 yards. So it honestly kind of launched on its own and it got a few bucks there. It was pretty nice. But yeah, we would like to reach that target that's out there for it. And people say, well, Dre, you need all that money? You know what it costs to live in the United States right now? And are you super bad as me? No. But what people don't realize, yeah, I do need this help at this time. And please, whatever you can give, from $5 to $5 million. I said, if you go down the list of all the people that we put on Yo MTV Raps, we created more millionaires and billionaires than the United States in hip hop. And my people say, well, you might just do that again to yourself. There's not much more I can do to myself like this. But I also have a charity called Dr. Dre's Victory Foundation, which we're going to be doing some fundraising for my super bad part of my life. But that's different. The most important thing I have to deal with, and they would tell me, is the GoFundMe page. They started that, okay? And that's what my wife and they want to do, is to take care of those bills and take care of my relocation and make sure that I have a good place that I can stay in and take care of myself, and also start creating some music programs and a bunch of other good things that I'm doing. But that's a blessing. And that's what comes full circle from a life like mine. From the time I was carrying milk crates back in the late 70s to now I carry myself in the 20s. Please, if you can, contribute what you can. I really would appreciate that. And no, I'm not going to get a Lamborghini. That's not what the plan is. Or get two drivers that drive me from one side of the street to the other. That's not the plan. The plan is for me to actually be able to live better with the things that are available for me. And that costs money that I do not have at this time.
I want to thank you so much for your candor, your openness. We know we work in an industry where everybody is afraid to say, I don't have it. It's all about the glitter and the glamour. And the fact that you are being as open and transparent as you are and saying, look, I need help. Forget the fact that I've done so much for so many. Now I'm standing in a time of need. And if you can, if it's in your heart, whether it's $5 or 5 million, like you said, please help me out. And it's going to the right places. It's not for Bentley. It's going to help me as I am.
And I'm not getting the whole collection of Jordans to give to my sons so they can put in their closets. No, I'm trying to get a closet. And most of my kids are grown. Won't lie. I have a beautiful daughter who's going to be an attorney. I have two other sons who are musicians. And I have a son that just recently graduated high school. And they work very hard. They really do. And I'm very proud of all of them. I have a enduring wife that does everything that she can for me. But I get on her pain in her ass all the time. But I also have some blessings from many other folks who are out there for me too. I have a great sister a wonderful brother, other relatives, and again, family, friends, and enemies. I hate to use the word beg, but I'm not going to beg. I'm just going to ask if you, whatever you can contribute, that's a blessing and love for me and my family, because I got love for you, and you have no idea what I'm going to do with this and turn it around. I'm telling you what I need for the GoFundMe, but what we're also doing as far as the effort of being with the Dr. Dre Victory Foundation and being super bad. We've talked to a lot of different other groups. We're in negotiations with some major diabetic groups that I'm involved with, and some veteran groups as far as amputees are concerned. So no, it's interesting when you pay it forward and ask for and to give it back. I consider myself to be the hip hop Santa Claus. It's better to give than to receive. And I got the picture of me being Santa Claus and Ed being an elf.
Well, on behalf of myself, Vlad TV, and the millions of people who watch this interview, number one, we got to bring you back for a part 2. But I thank you again.
And you got to get the book. Everybody's going to say, Trey, when's the book coming out? When's the book coming out? We were about to put the book out, but then this little thing called COVID hit. Kind of threw things back a little bit. But we'll discuss that also.
On part 2.
Well, part 2. By then I'll have part 2 and 3 of the other parts of the book. People say, well, what happened to you? Well, you know how Warren Buffett writes a book, How I Gained All My Money? I got a book called Overextending Yourself. And that should be a story that I want to go interview a bunch of other hip hop artists who done certain things. And it's surprisingly when you talk about their rises and what happened to their money. Most of them have families. Most of them have friends. And you become to overextend yourself. But you're trying to help from the bottom of your heart because you know what the struggle is all about. I know what the struggle is all about. So why do you think I'm going to reach out to the community, all communities, to help make their lives better? So it's up to me to stand upright, move forward, and actually show you that I'm super bad.
You're the man, and you are super bad. Thank you, Dre. We appreciate
Thank you, Shawn.